Good afternoon, students. Today we discuss about 12th accountancy afternoon video. So in this afternoon video, we continue the same chapter, that is accounts of not-for-profit organization. In this chapter, we already discussed about the meaning, definition of receipt and payment account, and also the final account of not-for-profit organization, how they can prepare final account because of they are doing the service motive business, not for profit organization. Their main motive is service, not a profit making. So they will prepare the final account based upon the some revenues and expenses. So based upon the revenue and expenses, they will prepare a final account, that is receipt and payment account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. In the previous classes, we discussed about the various steps to be followed while preparing receipt and payment account, and also the specimen of receipt and payment account, and we discussed one example sum also. So in this video, in order to more understanding how to prepare receipt and payment account based upon the specimen, we discuss one more example sum, that is illustration 3. So in this illustration 3, they are asking to find out to prepare a receipt and payment account, that is from the following particulars of XII Sports Club, prepare receipt and payment account for the year ending 31st March 2018. Opening cash balance are given 10,000. Opening bank balance as on 1/4, that is 15,000. Both the balance are opening balance. So while preparing the receipt and payment account, as you should go through the specimen once again and make necessary column. So receipt and payment account will commence with the opening balance. So take these two opening balances to enter it in debit side of receipt and payment account, that is in the receipt side. Interest paid, it is one of the payments, so it can be taken to the payment side, credit side, 5,000. Telephone expenses 7,000, it is also payment. Upkeep of ground, it is also payment, 22,500, payment side, that is credit side of receipt and payment account. Life membership fees received, it is one of the receipt, so it should be shown in the receipt side, debit side. Bat and ball purchased, it is one of the payment, it should be taken to payment side. Subscription received, 3-year subscription are given. You can take all these three amounts because of during the year we are receiving the amount. All these three amounts should be entered in the receipt side, debit side. Tournament expenses is one of the payment, take to the payment side. Tournament fund receipt, it is one of the receipt, so you can write it in the receipt side of receipt and payment account, that is debit side. Closing balance of cash is given. In this example sum, opening balance of cash and bank both are given, but closing balance cash only is given, so it can be right in the credit side of receipt and payment account, that is payment side. By balance, carry down cash balance. While balancing the receipt and payment account after writing all the necessary informations with the help of the specimen, you can balance the receipt and payment account. Balance will arise on the credit side. That balance is assumed as bank balance, closing bank balance. Because of in this example sum, both opening cash and bank balance are given, but closing cash only is given, so you can find out the closing bank balance. So let us see the solution. Based upon the example 3, so the solution is, first you should write the heading in the books of XII Sports Club, receipt and payment account of for the year ended 31st March 2018. Use both the side of your account notebook, that is debit side and credit side. First it will start with the two balance brought down, that is opening cash balance and bank. All the information are given in the example sum itself. Example 3. You can mind the specimen, and based upon the specimen you can write it what are the transactions to be recorded in the receipt side, and what are the transactions should be recorded in the payment side. So in the receipt side point of view, two balance, broad and opening balance, cash and bank, life membership fees, tournament fund receipt, subscription received. All the 3 years subscription should be recorded in the receipt side. And then in the payment side, by interest paid 5,000, by telephone expenses 7,000, by upkeep of grounds 22,500, by bat and ball, that is 13,000, then tournament expenses 12,500. All these are payment, so you can write it in payment side. By balance CD, that is closing cash balance only given in the sum, the amount is 5,000. You can write it in the inner column, because of you have to find out one more balance. By balancing the receipt and payment account, it will arise. That is, while balancing the receipt and payment account, first you can add the receipt total and then add the payment total separately, including opening cash, that is closing cash balance, including closing cash balance. It is the closing cash balance. You can take this amount also, that is 5,000. So while adding all the expenses, add cash balance, closing cash balance 5,000. Okay, and find the highest total. Receipt and payment, find the highest total. Right, the highest total both the sides, that is debit side and credit side. Right, the highest total 1,20,000 is the highest total. 1,20,000 here also 1,20,000. Excuse me. So after writing the highest total, find the least total and subtract it. The balance is 55,000. That balance is called as excuse me. That balance is called bank balance. That is closing bank balance of 55,000. So in this way you can balance the receipt and payment account. That is, first you can add the receipt total, then add the payment total, find the highest total, write the highest total both the side of your sum notebook, that is receipt side and payment side. In least side you can subtract the amount and find the balance amount. That balance amount will be assumed as bank balance, because of in this example sum closing bank balance is not given. You will be find out it by balancing the receipt and payment account. So based upon the specimen, if you are thorough in the specimen, means prepare a receipt and payment account is very easy one. Just post given all the transactions, whatever the transaction given in the sum, you can post it as per the specimen. Receipt should be taken to the receipt side, payment should be taken to the payment side, and write all the amounts correctly. Balance the ledger. You can have the balancing figure either on credit side, sometimes on the debit side also the balance will arise. If the balance will arise on the debit side, it means it is assumed as bank overdraft. To balance carry down bank overdraft, that amount is assumed as bank overdraft. So in this video we discuss one example sum. Go through this example sum, that is example 3. Previously one more example is that is example 2. You can work out it yourself, because it is also like the same procedure. Illustration 3, you can go through the illustration 2 and you can work out in your assignment notebook. So both illustration 2 and illustration 3 you can work out it in the accounts assignment notebook, some assignment notebook, not theory assignment notebook, some assignment notebook. You can work out it. 2 example sums. Likewise exercise 2 and 3, exercise 2 and 3 you should work out yourself. Go through all the transactions, use the specimen, write the correct information in the correct side, and while balancing you can carefully balance the ledger. Definitely the balance correct answer will come. Okay, so with that we conclude this video session. We continue the same chapter in next video. Thank you.